Hi everyone, today we have a new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to talk about fresh release from ICM, and this is quite an interesting thing because here we get the combo set. It's 1 to 700 scale kit, and as you can see, it's so-called Kaiser's Steel Fist. So we get exactly what you see here on the box art. These are several ships from the World War I, and I think it might be an interesting build to replicate, but well, I think I did not review the previous releases, if I'm not wrong, so it will be interesting also to check some of those. And here on the side you can see what is actually included here. So it's written we have 4 models of the German dreadnoughts from the World War I, and well, the parts count is around 240 for each of them, so it will be quite a build. And just to give you an idea of what is included there, it's quite a hefty and large box, but here you can see these 4 ships in their profile view. We also have to cut through the seals, the plastic seals, so just give me a second. It's a typical packaging feature for ICM, so nothing unusual here. And in the meantime, I can also remind you that you can check the video reviews with other new releases from ICM on my YouTube channel. And there were some interesting things released recently, so definitely worth checking out. And of course, if you would like to support me, you can do it with a small donation, and there is a link in the video description, or there is a huge red button on the website, which is quite easy to click. And of course, you will be doing it through the PayPal, so you are free to decide how much you would like to support me with. So I will open the box off the table because it's a bit of a tight fitment, and usually it's done faster this way. As you can see, we have this color printed flexible top section, and then we have also sturdy white cardboard box. It is actually protecting all of the parts, and it is actually quite big here, so I just need to find a bit of space. Just give me a moment. And I will open the box and we will check all those parts one by one. I'm not sure yet. I think, well, as far as I can see, the parts look similar, but well, we get the König, we get the Grosser Kurfürst, we have the Kronprinz, and we have the Markgraf ships. So I guess there will be some differences probably, so just give me a second to open it. I will open the first plastic bag, and we will take a closer look together. So first of all, we have here the sprue B, which is dedicated to the various turrets. So I will zoom in, and here you can see those turrets. They should be assembled out of separate parts. We also have the lifeboats, so everything looks quite nice. As far as I remember, this is not exactly the newest plastic, but still it looks decent even today, and with some careful assembly you should be able to get a nice result. And here you can also check the parts from the opposite side, so some of them are actually molded as a single piece parts, and this is really cool. And as far as I can see, this sprue is supplied actually in 2 pieces. So there are 2 of this type. Then we continue with the large sprue, which is dedicated to the mix of parts for the main hull and superstructures. So I will put it like this and zoom out. Now you should be able to see what I'm talking about here. So these are the side panels for the main hull, and I wonder how they will be installed, so we will have to check the assembly manual. But then we also get the superstructure parts here, and we also get them on the separate plastic bag. So just give me a second. Actually, plastic sprue. So here you can see them. And also we have these exhaust tubes. So everything looks fine, but a lot of thin parts. So be careful with this and try to install them in necessary spots, maybe with special tools, because otherwise it might be, the result might end up with the broken parts. Here we continue also with the stand for this ship. As you can see, it's a 1-piece part. We also have this name flags. So I suppose we also get the decals, and that might be also handy in order to show what is actually displayed on this or that build. Also quite interesting is that we get the red parts. Obviously you will not be leaving them just like this. I mean, if you are doing the serious build, it's better just to repaint these parts and mark out all of these red elements with the airbrushing and masking, but that's already your decision how you would like to proceed with this. And then we continue with another plastic sprue. So here we have parts for the decks, and as you can see, these parts feature really nice surface details. So it's just a matter of bringing them out on your model and you'll be good to go. And last but not the least, of course, you wonder where is the bottom section of the hull. So here it is. It is molded as a single piece part, as you can notice. So you will have to combine it with the side panels which we saw before, and obviously the deck parts as well, and then you will get the necessary result. And if you didn't see here, you can see that in the aft section we also have the installation saws for the engine fans. And now I'm wondering if those are exactly the same parts. I'm just checking the set of parts and it looks like they are kind of similar because it was the same battleship class, the German battleship class. So basically we get the 4 sets of the same sprues. I will show them in a second. And in my opinion there is no need to show them again and again because, as you can see, the parts overall are identical and there are not that many differences. What is different is the, just give me a second to balance the packaging. What is different is the decals and the special writings for these ships. So I will show you in a second. Because these are supplied, as far as you can see, as the stickers and also as the decals. So I'm not sure about the sticker idea, to be honest. Because some modders would prefer to have it as the decal, because for example here you can see the sticker and it's a typical sticker, there is nothing special, and I think the decal would look way better, and maybe it would be cool to have, for example, the metallic decals. This would be even more impressive outlay for such thing. Next we continue also with the decals, but as far as you can see they are pretty much standardized, so it's the same type 4 times, and here you can see that we have the flags for these ships, so nothing complicated, but also it's good that flags are included because some model companies actually managed to somehow skip on this even. And next I will show you the assembly manuals. So there are no decals in the assembly manuals, I just checked, but here you can see them, all 4 brochures. So I'll just zoom out and you can see the König, then we have the Grosser Kurfürst, then we continue with the Kronenprinz, and then here you can see also Markgraf. So all of these ships are looking identical, as far as I can notice on the box arts. And just as an example, I will show you the König maybe, so that you can see what and how will be assembled here. So let's close the lenses a bit, zoom out, and now you can see the whole brochure. We have short history note here, and next we continue with here parts map. So parts map shows that all parts will be used actually. We start with the hull, so as you can see here you install these engine fans and also you assemble the hull itself. So it might be a bit tricky for beginners, but I think it's experienced ship modelers or ship builders should be fine. Next we continue here with the deck parts and superstructure. So it's also quite a straightforward thing, but it might be worth to think through how to paint all of these parts. Maybe with the turrets that's definitely a good idea to paint them separately, because otherwise you might later find yourself hard to reach or difficult to reach various areas. Here we continue with the exhausts. So these are our chimneys, and as you can see they're also looking nice. And we have the lifeboats assembled separately and installed separately as well. Masts here. Obviously the antennas are not included, but as far as I remember there were like plenty on the real ship, so I would recommend to check the reference material in order to copy it properly. Here, by the way, you can see another lifeboats portion, and you can see the ship installation on the stand. So as you can see, there is no guidance on how to do the rigging and the antennas, so that's why I was saying it's better to check your reference material. The only thing where you get it is here on the marking guide, but I think that's not sufficient for a decent work result, so definitely check out all of the available resources. And as for the whole kit, it should be already available, so you can get it in Modelimx webshop. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion, so do not forget to write it here in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye.